You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
Enough with the intro. Hey, all right. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. This is Goof On Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. Hold on. Here we go. The same problem I had the other day. Come on. So, thank you for hanging out on a midweek hump day. It is Wednesday, right? Please tell me it is. It is. It's Wednesday. I don't know what day it is sometimes. But yeah, we got a good one tonight. As always, I never say, got a bad show tonight. Not going to want to stick around for this one. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do the reverse psychology. By the way, I have to say thank you to all of you. Goof On, since the beginning of the year, has been killing it. I mean, 10,000 views on one, 11, 17,000, 2,800, 5,700, 7,000. Look at the last couple of weeks. Whatever's happening probably won't last, but we are crushing everyone with the same amount of subs. I was looking at Spaced Out Radio. They got less than we do. How's that possible with 25,000 subscribers? Oh yeah, half of them aren't real. That's why they do as well as we do, because there's only 13,000 real subscribers over there. But I looked at a lot of people. We kicked ass. I want to thank you for supporting Goof On by being here and sharing the out of the show. Man alive, I swear to you, I talk about quitting all the time. I don't think I can. Seriously, it's on the table in April. On my 20th year to the day in this field. Field? What field? The baseball field. I was thinking of hanging it up. Now I'm not so sure. I'm humbled is a good word for the support. And I know the algorithm probably let us in. We talked about Miami for a week straight. Yeah, I know. I'm not stupid. But we still are seeing a nice little push in the algorithm. So thank you for sharing, commenting, and supporting the show. So there. Tonight, We're going to talk about this treaty that happened in, was it 53 with Eisenhower and the aliens? I want to talk about it because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it ended 5 or 8, 10 years ago. Because I remembered that when it ended, I talked about it when I had my other show, the AZ UFO show. So I know it's at least 10 years. Yeah. 53. It was a 50. Oh, yeah. 2000 and, I think it ended in 03. It was a 50-year contract. We'll talk about it all. Also, I want to talk about the first part of Weaponized and Jellyfish. Look, it'll be easy, it'll be quick, but I've got to show you and talk about what they're saying on Weaponized and clarifying some things that a lot of people, including myself, have been getting wrong. Nothing major. But Jeremy says it's not balloons, so that's what we were wrong about. We're going to look and see why they're not balloons. The jellyfish, you know the one. I've got a video. If it was blurry, it would. I'll show it to you in a little bit. It's the jellyfish, but it's not. It's a bunch of balloons, and then there's the thing on the bottom, just one. But you know, somebody could be hanging off of that thing, just like, yo, look at these balloons, you know, and it looks just like it. And then I don't know how those legs. See, I think the balloons that are recorded there, and many others, I've never seen it, but maybe it has a skeleton, right? And they tied the balloons to, it couldn't be PVC pipe, it might be too heavy, but something like that, very thin, and they put the balloons on there so it gives it a form, a shape, whatever they want to do. It looks like this might be the letter M in the alphabet. But those legs, the reason, you know, balloons would do this. If they were weakened balloons with half the helium, they'd be dangling in the wind. Right, hold on, Chicky. They'd be doing this, right? But they're not. They're doing this. Show them. It's okay. This is what they're doing. Good job. I know. It's okay. Shh. Got scared I was going to kill him. Not yet. You're not old enough to kill. All right. It's a good night. It's Wednesday. Let's get the show started with something really quick to get you in the mood and to remind you of where we are today with Lou Elizondo. Here we go. We're realigning.
Left the Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. I never have been. I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into
community. Got it. Thanks, Lou. It's always good to hear from you. Big Lou, everybody. What? Roll call? Real quick, all right? We'll start off with Don Mofo. Don Mofo supports the show with the Super Dono. That's where there's no comment and no emoji. So it's donation with no stuff. Pure love. Thank you very much. Don Mofo, we're going to round that up because it's under the $5 to $1.95. We could round it down. That would be the smart thing, but I don't like to do that. Thank you very much. We'll call it 2 for now. Don Mofo, the Don of Goof On, throwing down some LOV and me. Thanks, man. I don't know what that means. Yeah, love me. What are you doing over on this show? Is this Fessler? Oh, wrong show. I meant to donate to Fessler. Thanks, Don Mofo. I appreciate it. And welcome to the show. Everybody, it's roll call time. Giddy up. Come on. Tim Freestone's here. How you doing, Chief? Welcome to the show. Marcel, how you doing, Goofonian Metalhead? Brian L. Everybody. Welcome to the show, man. Hey, YOY Fools is here. We are the Goofonians. Are you? Dun-dun-dun. Oh, I just looked right into the light. They said, don't go near the light. Caroline, don't go near the light. Stephen, not yet. Remember Poltergeist? The little lady who was the psychic? And then she's like, don't go near the light. All are welcome. All God's children. You said don't go into the light. Come to the light. You said don't go in, Caroline. She's in the TV, Stephen. I know. Get her out, you witch. I'm Satan, Stephen. And then they threw the tennis balls and it boom, 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 came out underneath with gold watches from like 1600s. That house had a real bad portal, didn't it? Why are we talking about that? Jeanette, angel, the angel of, I almost said the goof-on of angels. I did. I'm dyslexic, so it almost came out. Thank you very much for the super dono of £5, £5. Jeanette, throwing it down like it's 2024. It is. Thank you. Thank you. Mucho. Hey, and also, Moonlicht is now a moderator. I don't know why you weren't. I don't think you wanted the job. Maybe that's why, but was in a good mood. Thanks, Jeanette. Appreciate you and welcome to the show. Moonlicht, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Thor Panku, everybody. Welcome to the show, big guy. Thor. That was weird. Hey, whoa, who's this guy? Valerian the Mac the Third. That is a long time, 2-year no see. Maybe 3 years. Dude. Well, good to see you, man. Hope you're having a great new year. Not a surprise. Brian Yates, how are you? I look at distempere's new products, put me in the moon, bread with pre-bone beef sprinkled and keep concentrate, top it off with a layer of hash oil on it. I just got high reading that. No, I was high. Welcome to the show. Faux show. No, 420. Nah. Time surfing alien. Giddy up. Welcome to the show. All right. Cyberspace, how you doing? Brian L., Intergalactic Angler, Marcel, welcome to the show. Did you get the message? Sky Allen, welcome to the show. And welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Mark D. Truth Searcher Us. Welcome to the show. All right, Stardust, howdy doody. Welcome to the show. Brookies, what do you say there, Chief? Good to see you. Purdue 411, I don't know if I said it, but I'll say it again anyway. Welcome to the show. And Samo, Goofonia and Rockstar. Alfie Joe Bob, of course. Welcome to the show. You snuck in. You snuck in. All right, let's get started. Oh, David Wilcox. Not Wilcox. Let's get started. Shall we? Yep. What's up, TETs? So, we're going to talk about the treaty in a little bit. But I set the show up a special way tonight. It's going to be good. I know. It's going to be bad. They're all bad because they're so bad they're good. All right. Well, Corbell might be the focal point for some of the show tonight. I know, but it's happening. What else are we going to talk about, right? What that you haven't already heard? Nobody knows what's going to happen next unless you watch the show. So I want to see this because this, who is this? The average, there it is. Okay, I had it. Jeremy Corbell caught in another lie yet again. In the video posted below, you will see clips from Corbell's latest episode of Weaponized podcast in which he goes into details about what happened following the Jellyfish UFO, or what veteran secondhand witness MR-596 stationed on the base in Iraq referred to as the spaghetti monster. First of all, the base commander... Hold on. First of all, the base commander pulling up would not be significant at all. It's the base commander. They're on the base just like everyone else. Second, if he was under armed guard, it wouldn't be unusual as it was an active joint operations base in Iraq. You know, that area of the world where we've been at war for 2 decades until recently. But even if he wasn't under guard, that wouldn't be unusual either. Third, how could it be confiscated and personnel on the base forced to sign NDAs not to talk about it when MR596 himself and others who arrived as replacement teams were shown the videos, and it was talked about openly on the base? I don't get this. Furthermore, Mr. Sinkoski claimed he had the video saved on his workstation, quote unquote, and was shown the video that was saved on the system. How could that be possible if, again, it was confiscated and people weren't allowed to talk about it? Oh, I love this. It's amazing. Corbell's been caught lying again, and this gross ignorance about military structure and procedures that he tries to portray as knowledge is ridiculously laughable and absurd. I'm going to play this because you'll see. This is amazing.
I don't know, I'm going to use the wrong word, but like the base commander, like, you know, one of the top dogs, not only rolls up, but rolls up with two armed Marines that were coming to confiscate the footage. And they confiscated the footage. They did not sign it out. This has never happened before. This has never happened before. They're like, no, we're not signing it out. This never happened. You may never talk about it. The next day, everybody involved, and even if they weren't involved, they were questioned. They had to sign specific NDAs for that event. Now, remember, they already signed NDAs just to be there. These are our top dog intelligence officers. So they cut off the feeds.
Well, that doesn't make sense, what he just said. He said they have the NDAs anyway, and then he says they were forced to sign an NDA. But they didn't.
They can't see it on night vision. They roll up with armed guards. They confiscate the footage, the original footage. They confiscate it, and then they have everybody sign NDAs for this singular event. Now that has never happened.
Holy shit! Yes, it did happen. It did happen. That has happened. I mean, I'll give you an example. Ready? Chicago O'Hare. 2006, the hovering craft over runway whatever. Everybody had to sign the DNA that worked there. And they weren't allowed to talk to media. Nobody was allowed to talk. And even the witnesses who were there, picking up luggage, looking out the window, saw it. But everything was taken and it was confiscated. Security videos, even the video of the disc-shaped object that looked like Bob Lazar's sports model. It's just amazing how that happens to be that disc. I'm telling you, every now and then they show themselves close enough to where you can't deny it. And like this thing with Miami, I don't think it really happened, but what a psyop that would be on the public, especially on New Year's when people have been drinking and are partying with friends and enemies and everybody else just there waiting for the new year to create more crimes in 2024. But the aliens may have stopped it. I don't think so. All right, more to go. 30 more seconds.
I know is I believe it was about 3 recordings that I had saved on my workstation on the server there.
On the server? What the?
When I was showing the video, it was more of just a, cool video that's saved on the system, something that happened months ago. They did really.
Come on. Oh, there it goes. Oh, amazing. Sorry, I had to turn the fan on. So, we're seeing it. I got a lot to talk about that show, Weaponized. Let's talk about it and get it over with. Shall we? I got to play this first. There's 2 parts to the Corbell Weaponized program. I only watched the first part that talked about the jellyfish. Here, we're going to talk about the chandelier, not me. Mick West has an idea of what he thinks the chandelier thing is that we haven't seen the video of it. Jeremy says it's in the works, which doesn't really make sense. Like, why would they give him the still image? And did you know he held on to that? They had that balloon video, the one we just watched or talked about. He's had it 3.5 years. Why do they hold on to it? You know, why didn't they show it? Well, the excuse is it's a process. But if it was declassified, how hard is it to have somebody say, oh, declassified, yeah, go ahead, take it. It's balloons. So I don't understand. I understand, but I have no proof. The reason I think why they hold on to it, they're waiting to ride a wave of popularity. They're timing it with an event or something going on. If you haven't noticed, these guys drop documentaries, videos around the congressional hearing, a couple of days within, ride that wave. They missed the Miami. Well, this is the Miami. Yeah, he's taken the wave of Miami and running with it a week ago. It's so amazing to me that the disinformation to me, I think it's obvious. And I'm not saying it lightly, like I'm joking around. I really mean it. I think Jeremy Corbell got in too deep, signed the deal with the devil, and is forced to do this. The reason I say forced, because nobody in their right mind would be doing what he's doing. They've got something on him, maybe in a freaky position with, who knows? Who knows? Maybe an alien. Well, let's just say it might be a non-human intelligent thing. That doesn't mean alien. Yeah, something's going on. So I wonder if Jeremy's been compromised to be a disinfo. That's what it is. That's what it's like. And he has to play it like he's not being compromised. That's why he's, the Jesus hands and smiling, but he is blinking Morse code, SOS. I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's get back to business, shall we? This is the chandelier by Mick West talking about it. He says the chandelier UFO looks pretty weird for a flying craft, probably because it's not a flying craft. It looks suspiciously like a diffraction artifact. It even matches the expected diffraction artifact for the camera used. Oh my God, I had no idea that could happen. Check it out. Wow.
This still image of a spiky UFO was released by Jeremy Corbell. It's called Chandelier because apparently this is what a chandelier looks like if you lay on a table and look up at one. When I first saw it, I recognized it looked rather like a diffraction artifact. Bright lights or heat sources often have a star-shaped...
That's it, I'm done. You convinced me. He convinced me already. Didn't take long. How easy is this job sometimes for people like us? You, me. All I got to do is a little bit of research, Jeremy. That's all you had to do. It took Mick West 5 minutes to find that. Because his brain remembered seeing this on a camera somewhere. And he's like, it does look like a diffraction event. What do you call it? We'll watch. All right.
Diffraction pattern around them. This can vary a lot by camera, lighting conditions, and the settings, but generally depends on the shape of the aperture and the configuration of support vanes in a compound mirror telescope. On Metabunk, Flarkey recognized the camera as a Raytheon MTS-B, and we see that does indeed have the support vanes in the main camera. There's not a lot of sample footage, but we do see diffraction spikes. But what are these weird club or arrow-shaped spikes? They do look odd.
Yeah,
in
that's
a video
weird.
about the MQ-9 Reaper with a similar camera, I noticed a diffraction pattern that also had clubbed spikes.
Right.
We also see from the lens flare that it has a square or diamond-shaped aperture,
There it is.
which is probably related. Then...
See it? A little bit of a diamond up here.
John...
Whoa, your mother. Hold on. You can see. I think it's because it's the infrared that's making it detailed to look like that. But this, you can see on this one, it looks like maybe a diamond shape. Oh, man. If it looks like a duck, kind of walks like a duck, It sounds like a duck. It's got to be a pig. No, it's a UFO. It is what it is. I think that's debunked. I'm satisfied, but I'm going to listen more.
John Phil published an analysis on Metabunk. Using the Masculator software, he used images of the camera to create an input mask, which is then used to calculate the expected diffraction pattern. John also noticed a crucial point. The vanes on the MTSB are apodizing, meaning they are a bit wavy. Putting that info into the Masculator gives a diffraction pattern that has the odd club or arrow shapes. It was lacking the horizontal and vertical spikes, but those are a consequence of a square aperture. If we calculate that diffraction pattern and then add them together, we get something that looks very much like the chandelier.
I gotta be honest with you. I had no idea of this. I never thought or had any idea. This is all new. I'm learning this with you if you're learning it, but if you knew about it, you should have said something. Nobody said anything about this that I see. Very cool. It says here the comparison between the chandelier image and the combined diffraction pattern produces a much better match than the previous case. The missing horizontal spikes are now produced and the shape of the central part is closer to the reference image.
Chandelier.
These
results were also roughly replicated by Adams AT using a different program. Now, this is just a still image that looks like the expected diffraction artifact of the camera involved, but there's also a description of the object moving around weirdly. We also see what looks a bit like a smoke trail or a contrail. What fits all of these observations?
I know.
Hard to say without seeing the video, but since this is thermal footage, we are looking at something hot. Maybe an explosion, but if it actually moves around, then maybe an engine or a rocket motor.
No, they were shaky. That's like when somebody bumps a camera, right? You see that trail behind it. I call it a ghost image, I think. Yeah, it's definitely. And if you look, let me tell you something here. Let's look at this a little different. If you look at this, you can see the line right here, right? See that? Now, in my opinion, I see it going towards the center, which means it's focused on this piece right here and nothing else that I could tell. So I'm wondering, is it a hot object under here or is it cold or, but guess what? We'll never see the video ever. I see the supers. I'll get right to them here in a sec.
Moves around, then maybe an engine or a rocket motor, possibly even a reflection of the sun. So it could be a missile or an aircraft in the distance flying away. The hot engine or rocket motor gives the bright diffraction artifact. Perspective compression makes the smoke trail look more dramatic than it actually was, and this could also give the illusion that the object is just moving up, down, left and right when it's really flying away at high speed along a slightly irregular path.
All right.
Again, hard to say without the video. But from this photo matching the diffraction pattern of the MTSB camera, there's really no reason to suspect that this is the actual shape of the craft or that it's non-human technology. Cool story, but as in so many cases, the physical evidence points towards the mundane.
You know? No words. They should have said a poet. It's amazing to me. I feel confident that it is what Mick West just said. But we haven't seen the video yet. Well, let me explain real quick on what's going to happen with the future of that chandelier. Nothing. We'll never get the video. I'll bet $100 to myself. We will never see that video. Promise. Oh, maybe I should change it. Maybe we'll never see. All right, can't say never. We won't see it we'll never see the video within a year. I hope I'm wrong. I want more, I need more. Not enough Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp to satisfy fill my Who are these people in the chat? What's going on, David Roke, Bobby McBride? Welcome, Persby Cassius, Andrea Coran, Bobby McBride, and Brett S. Hey, man, Happy New Year. Thank you for the $20 super dono. Appreciate it. Man, time flies. I don't know if you were here this year yet, but we were looking. I hope everybody's well. Hope you're enjoying this new year, as are we. Very generous. Thank you very much. $20 super dono, man. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate you. God, what is going on with this eye? Who's this guy? Kevin Whip. Canadian. That's Canadian coin. Hold on. Hello.
Yo, fuck, you're live. I finally got you.
No, you don't. I'm doing my show live.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, bro. All right, go do your show. We'll talk.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, bye. Dr. J. He's in California. I think he thought I started at 9. So, Kevin, thank you for the Canadian 20. We love it, adore it, and we'll put it to good use. I'm going to take that as a super dono high. Because I know. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Continuing supporter of Goof On. Just like our Brett S here. This is such a weird... I'm having like deja vu. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It just ended. Now it ended. No, now? Yeah, it's over. You know how you think it's over, but then, oh, wait, that happened in the deja vu. Wait, oh, that happened in the day. Oh! Next! Let's keep this show going. Shall we? I'm going to pass for now on that. There's other stuff I want. Okay. I could play this. So Jeremy actually posted this. Let me bring it up. You are listening to Goof On. In this news segment, at Rep Ogles and I talk, and he directly answers my questions and appears to be fighting to represent public will. That's great news. Wait.
One of my favorite topics.
Wait a second. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's take it full.
Sorry.
Raw footage of a military-filmed UFO incursion within a U.S. joint operations base in Iraq. This is back in October of 2018. Everybody's trying to figure out what is that flying object. There's been
I don't think I need to play this. Yeah, we're just repeating. I'm sorry about that. All right, so let's get to the weaponized episode. I know a lot of you don't watch it because you don't care for him. I still think it's a good show, whether you like George Knapp or what's his name, Kenyon Corbell. Maybe we should start calling him Kenyon. Isn't it? Isn't that his name? Jeremy Kenyon Lockheed Martin? Well, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up, pull it out, give it in, want to shout. Where is weaponized, you asked? Here it comes. In the WEAP. Hey, man. That's weird. Nope. It is weird. Should have just showed, but it didn't show. All right, here we go. So you're going to get tired of Jeremy Corbell. So we're not going to talk too long about this. Maybe an hour. I got bullet points. I'll go as fast as I can. You ready for this? Because it's interesting. So in the beginning of the show, Jeremy says, more platforms like TMZ, I'm paraphrasing, TMZ and other platforms that are scared to talk about this, he's kind of saying like TMZ isn't really, huge mainstream media like NBC, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, and all that. It's more celebrity news. That's what I think about when I see a TMZ commercial or anything. They're advertising the controversy with something or someone in the entertainment industry. So for them to take and make a documentary with Corbell and put it on Tubi, and it's not bad. I don't know if you've seen the 3-part series. I've only watched 1 part. It's not bad. It's done pretty well, I have to admit. But it's not for me. It's really for people who need a refresher course or just came into the field recently. There's a lot of stuff that, like, how many times can I hear it? So he does that. He repeats things 3 to 5 times to make sure you understand. He does a good job with the hands, the whole 9. But he's like, we need to get into pop culture. And I'm like, you already are in pop culture. What is he talking about? And I think it has to do with 1028 Productions. They're one of the biggest platforms that UFO documentaries were being bought and sold through. What did I say? 1028, not Doc Skinner. 1091. 1091. Did I say Doc Skinner 1028? I think I did. Well, it's 1091. I don't know if you guys heard what's going on, but they went belly up and didn't pay. I'm talking a lot of money to people who made documentaries. That's why you see James Fox saying, I don't know what's going to happen. They're trying to shut us down. The whole UFO community they're coming after. Remember that a few weeks ago? It's all bullshit. It was just because 1091 didn't pay him his residuals from his movie, just like the Cousins brothers and anybody else who had money coming to them from the sales and profits from 1091. They went bankrupt. James Fox probably lost, I don't know, $1 million at least. He has the top grossing with Third Phase of Moon too. But I think James Fox edged them out just a little bit, but it takes him 6 years to make a documentary. But he lost a lot of money, and he was starting a rumor that they're coming. He didn't say who. There's this cabal that's coming to see. This is why James Fox has become Jeremy Corbell. Look at the episode I did a week ago. I'm not going to go over it now, but he's taken the grift to the Corbell heights, making up shit now. I'm telling you, the field is it's shrinking to a few people that tell the truth. It's gotten bad. And James Fox doesn't have to lie about anything. I just don't get it. Just don't get it. And I don't get hoaxers either. I really don't. And if you catch a balloon and you want to hoax it, I get it, but we always find out. Always. 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 You're never going to get away with it. Remember Fat Tony? Remember when he stole that guy's footage? And then he said it was his. Oh, here's where I zoom in. And then he tried playing it off like, oh, no, I meant when I zoomed in. Oh my God. All right. All right, let me get back to weaponized. I went off a little bit. It's okay. Shh, calm down. All right, I'm calm. Good. All right, my notes say we don't go to video yet. All right, well, this was interesting. They did talk about why are there so many different UFOs? They were talking about, you got the Jello mold shape, you got a wedding cake, you got the sports model, you've got the top hat, you got the cigar, right? And Bob Lazar said there were 9 different crafts. So George Knapp goes, what why would the aliens have different models? You know, it doesn't make sense. What, one's a Porsche and he goes down the line of the top cars, you know, and one's a Lexus, one's a Mercedes. Is that what they do? That's what we do. That's what humans do. They humanize it. It's crazy, man. This is such a weird episode. They were all over the place. So orbs, when people see orbs, what are they? Let's go through each one. Orbs are what? Balloons, drones. And that's it that I could think of. Balloons and drones are orbs because nobody really gets close enough to see it. And if they are close, it's blurry. You know, so that's... Now, I'm not talking about fireballs yet. The next one was Tic Tacs. Tic Tacs are airplanes at the right angle facing the sun from the side. And because of their paint job on the planes, it's really bright to reflect heat. You can't see the wings or the tail because it's out of focus and it's far, right? You know, most camcorders that people use are, when you're zooming in on stuff, really it should be everything within 30 feet. That's what those lenses are for. They're not for, you know, spotting the craters on the moon, unless you have a Nikon P900 like me. But Tic Tacs are planes out of focus, and also nobody's ever seen one. I'm just telling you, nobody's ever seen one on land, overland. Everything that's been out there has been an airplane. I promise. Show me otherwise. How about cylinders? Those are usually blimps, cigar-shaped stuff, pencil-looking things, right? And we also have triangles. Now, the triangles are fun because it depends on what kind of plane it is, right? But they're planes. Not all the time, but I'm saying most of the time it's airplanes. People don't know the light configuration of certain planes. Oh, they don't have to follow FAA guidelines, Rich. You know, they can't be different. You're not going to have a jumbo 747 have the same makeup as a Cessna. And a ball of light. What's a ball of light? I know they're Foo Fighters, but what are they? Ball of energy? Or is it an actual craft emitting such brightness because of its power source that it emits this blinding light, yet pleasant? What could it be? You want an answer? That's the only one that's real. Now, there are UFOs out there, but I'm telling you, as far as what we see, that's the real one. Because I don't think we've ever seen a legitimate video of a triangle. Maybe we have. It's just not verifiable. That's the problem. Remember the ones over Russia? Some say those are real. They swear by it. Yeah, I talked to the Cousins brothers and other people. They said it's not. Back then, when we talked about it, I wasn't as aggressive. I should have said, prove it. And you know what everybody would say? Well, I mean, look at it. I'm looking at it. To me, it looks real. So what are you seeing that I'm not seeing to say that's fake? Okay. Well, when you get an answer, let me know. You know? So those are the general shapes. But believe it or not, one of the most popular shapes for a UFO, UAP, whatever's your poison, is the jellyfish. That's one of the most popular because it's a bunch of balloons, right? Jeremy, he is going to just, I'll show you in a minute. Let me go to 12 minutes and 20 seconds. 12:20. Can you get me there? Here we go. That's 11:20. No. Yep. No. There we go. Close enough.
told me about one in Russia?
Yeah, a lot of times people will have report jellyfish UFOs, jellyfish shapes in the sky because of rocket launches. There was a case in Russia. It's a famous case, Petrozavodsk. Gigantic jellyfish-looking thing after a rocket launch. Officially, the Russian Ministry of Defense said, "Oh yeah, that's because of this rocket." Unofficially, that incident, Petrozavodsk, is why they started a nationwide 10-year-long secret UFO study because it.
All right, now let's jump to 13 minutes and 25 seconds where a UFO shows a UFO. What? I can't read this. Oh, it's from, it says UFO magazine show. I got to play from 1325. Well, I don't know what this is. I left it out for some reason. That's not like me. Here we go, 7 seconds.
Uncomfortable when people would report things to me, like military people, that something looked bizarre. It was almost like they were embarrassed to say what it looked like. But look, I grabbed this. This is a 1977 comic called UFO and Outer Space. Are They Alive? And I see if the audience can see this on the front camera. This is like, here, I'll put it like that. This is like a whole bunch of jellyfish-style UFOs.
Holy mackerel. With Montauk in the background. Look at the antenna. Look at the antenna. Wow, that's crazy. Jellyfish UFOs, man. This is strange. But look at the legs. See the legs, that the appendages hanging down from the supposed jellyfish? That's not happening with corbels. No. I don't know how or why those legs are stiff on his three-pronged, three-legged appendage thing, jellyfish.
You know, invading a military base. And this was from 1977.
Look at that, 40-something years ago. Nothing's changed. Actually, do you know we're so far behind the times? Like in the 50s, man, they were talking about UFOs like it was having breakfast with your family member, just shooting the breeze. It was so much better back then. What changed? What happened? Why are we not? What happened over the last 50 years is terrible. 70, I know, since Roswell, but it just shows you they put the kibosh on and they kept it as tight as they could. I just don't know how you can keep this a secret much longer with everybody thinking about it, you know? But are they? This here is a place called Pantex. Well, just listen in.
Secure, I'll say, a nuclear facility. I mean,
Pantex.
Okay, Pantex. So
Pantex, where they work on nuclear weapons.
Okay, tell me about
it. Pantex is where they take them apart and put them together. They got a lot of plutonium. It's a highly secure, classified facility. Security is very tight there. It's not a place that you would expect to get UFO reports or UFO incursions, but we've been hearing about this for a while. A very distinct description of what floated through Pantex. Take it away.
Yeah, so this is, you know, between two areas that are like silos, and there's, you know, a lot of plutonium and radioactive material. You could see there's like a corridor with kind of guard stations, right? And what was described to us was an object, and it was, by the way, it was filmed both on night vision and thermal. It's not something we have, nor ethically would it be something we'd able ever, you know, to put out into the world. You know, it would be a great day one day we have transparency on this stuff. But what traversed down this channel between two different areas were storage locations, a lot of, you know, plutonium storage and that kind of thing.
Well, he just goes on a little bit, but George says I'm going to show you, I think. I don't remember. I guess the jellyfish is from the Middle East, right? Yeah, that's what he said. And George is saying this is here in 1920 is the weirdest UFO he's ever seen. I don't know why I wrote that there. He says it. Listen. Go.
Enough to show is because this object was identified as UAP. It was classified as UAP, but the events that occurred, from how we understand it, the events that occurred.
Oh, this is how they got it. Check this out.
Is that immediately, so this is a base where there's multiple countries involved. The feeds were shut off to the other countries. So it's just U.S. personnel.
So what's recording this is the question.
Okay.
What is the system that is recording this object? Because you had indicated to me they had trouble tracking it, right?
Yeah.
Trouble locking onto
it. Target it, right? So that was.
Could it be that it's too small from the distance they were at to try to lock on? And I think, I'll just play it out. But I think they say, they're saying this is unusual, and it is. It is a little strange. And I know people are going to go and say it's balloons because, damn it, that's kind of what balloons look like in the IR. Except for the legs, the appendages. But if I didn't see those, I would say it's balloons. But because the appendages are so solid and don't move, I can't. Even if you tie the balloon down so tight, it's still got the nipple and it's going to move around a little bit. You don't tie balloons in fishnet, right? That's the way they would have to do it. They would have to be in a fishnet. A lot of squares would be seen, though, and it would get plastered up in it. The balloons, you fill the thing up. That may be what's going on. That's the only way those legs don't move, is if it's all tied together and wrapped in something, but you could still get the heat signature. But I don't know if the legs would be moving. You'd think you would see a little bit of something, a little vibration, a little breeze that just made. And why isn't the thing spinning, turning, leaning over, falling to the side? That's what happens with these things. Man, look, the reason I'm talking about it, because it's weird. And I know people out there are going to say it's balloons. I'm going to need solid evidence for that. Sadly, I say that knowing that we can't get the solid evidence. So everybody loses, right? We all lose because Jeremy Corbell posted bullshit. Yeah, even though I can't figure it out, doesn't mean it's not balloons. It could be, like I said, there could be a skeleton, a frame or something that they're all tied to. And maybe that's why they're not moving. I really don't know. But when somebody comes up with answers on why this thing, even on a day that has the slightest breeze, if it was a balloon, there were balloons in the sky, they would be moving around like the Earth was before the moon came in. Just random. Everybody's just doubling down that it's balloons. I'm not there yet. I need more. Just because it looks like a duck doesn't mean it. What are the rules? If it looks like a duck and it acts like a duck, it doesn't act like my ducky balloons. I've never seen balloons do this. And also, how about that stabilized video where it just moves ever so slightly? Whatever. I want Corbell to win. I want him to get a win. This guy can't buy it. Everybody's debunked it as balloons. I don't see how. And I didn't DM Mick West, but I put in the comments of his video where he debunked it. And I said, what did I say? I think you're wrong about this debunk. And then I explained the waving balloon theory. All right, let's move on. So, I'm sorry, do I continue? All right, I'm going to go to 42 minutes here. So Jeremy is extremely adamant that these are not balloons. Here he doubles down once again.
Systems on this unit, and so they're trained to know before they ever start operating the machinery. This is what balloons are like. This is what they look like.
Sorry. Yes, they may have training like that. But let me finish.
This is how you can get confused by balloons. This is
all right. He's wrong. I mean, he's right. But it takes more than a graph chart or pictures or a video to understand what a balloon looks like. You need to have cloudy days with mylar balloons, non-cloudy days. You need to have a day with wind and clouds, or maybe just trails in the sky, or sometimes you see them at dusk and at dawn, and they reflect the sun before the sun's even up. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, it must be a UFO. Wrong-o, beaver breath. Somebody released balloons last night, and now we're seeing them drifting all the way over here. Capiche? So he's wrong. You know why? Because he never skywatched. He never did it. You know, he may have gone out there and go, I'm making a documentary. I'm looking up. I don't see anything. You know, back to the doco. Who's this person? Hey, monkey man with a $10 super. I like what I'm reading. $10. Being an ex-Marine myself, I'm going to trust the Marine that said the Jellyfish was a real UAP. Okay. Well, it might be. Yeah, because I haven't bought in that it's balloons yet. So, however, who is the Marine that Jeremy's talking about? We never get names. We never get places. We never get the information we need so we could call and ask that person, hey, da de Corbel. See, okay. You know? Maybe he didn't talk to anybody. But I understand the brothering of being in the military. I wish I could have done it, but it just wasn't in my cards. Anyway, you're right to trust your friend who's a Marine, because I don't think he would lie either. I don't think he would just make it up if what Jeremy is saying is true. Thank you so much, Monkey Man. Good point. Thank you for the 10. Hey, I didn't mention it, but by the way, if you want to help support literally the hottest UFO channel on the internet, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I think it just ended when I said that. You can help support us. All the links are in the show description. PayPal preferred, Cash App as well. And that's that. We survive off of what we do. Let's see here. Why? They keep telling me, check your messages. There's nothing there. Hold on. No. Oh, no, that's not it. All right. So I'll continue. We're almost done. Oh, I'll finish. Let me finish.
This is what a plastic bag in the wind or debris looks like. I have seen the briefing materials. I have talked to numerous people that operate this.
Look, he can talk to Biden for all I care. I guarantee you I can make a better video for the entire military on what balloons look like. Now I got it all for them. This is what balloons look like miles away. This is what a balloon looks like up close. This is what a bunch of balloons look like, yada, yada, yada. Jeremy doesn't have the experience, and that's why we get these videos from him. He doesn't have the experience at all. He's terrible at this job. If he was good at this job, and those were real UFOs that he was showing us, then I would be like, we might be heading for disclosure in 10 years. But I believe this guy. I don't feel that way at all. I don't even feel a little bit trust for Corbell. Do you? It sucks. It really does. Making me mad, man. I just don't understand how this can happen time and time and time again. We haven't even seen the chandelier footage yet, and Mick West already debunked it, in my opinion. Well, now that he showed that chandelier thing, and Mick West really debunked it, I think so, we will never see the video. He did that on purpose. Corbell did. Because I think he might have known what that was. And then he said, let me just put a still image because you see this little trail? Maybe because it's moving. He knew. I think he knew. And posted it anyway.
If it's going too far. We do know some other details that we had not made public.
Oh, this is about the Jellyfish video, how they couldn't lock into it, and I have a theory on that too as well.
Some of them you've sort of alluded to in various media interviews, but we know that there was a team of other personnel after this thing is seen on this aerostat. They can't lock onto it. It's not like a normal trash or balloon. They're having trouble. It looks like it might have been an active jamming program, which is a pretty significant difference between an unknown and a plastic bag or a balloon. Secondly, the thermal imaging. We'll get into talking about the thermal imaging. The signature seems to change a little bit. Thirdly, not only could they not lock onto this thing, but they sent out this team. I forget what the name of the team is, but there's like 10 personnel with night vision goggles looking up in the sky. They're told exactly where this thing is flying over the base, but they can't see it.
And you know why? Because it's hard when an object is that small. That's why. Not because they can't. Look, this is not even, I mean, you'll hear it on some of my UFO videos. I'm standing next to people. I zoomed into the object and they're trying to find it. And they're like, I don't see it. I go, look, it's right there. And they don't see it. They look at my camera and they're like, how are you seeing this? So then I grab their camera, set it up on the tripod and get them zoomed in. Because your eyes play tricks with you. When objects are far away, and I don't know when, is that nighttime that this was taken or during the day? Really, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's why they couldn't see it. It's small. It doesn't look but, 8 feet? 10 feet? It doesn't look that big. I think they said it's the size of a small bus. Yeah, the short bus. The one you got off of. Oh! All right. Finish this off here.
Night vision does not work. Balloon?
Let's go into the first.
And maybe it couldn't lock in. Because they said, George Knapp is saying that it was reported that it was jamming. That the actual object was jamming the radar, so it couldn't lock in. I just think because the object is really small, and if it is balloons, we'll just say it is for the heck of it, because it looks like them, but doesn't act like them. I'm not sure if the data gets confused because it's the balloons are basically hollow inside, and maybe the signal was going through and it couldn't lock on. The signal was just being bounced because they're balloons reflecting shit. It could have thrown off the sensors. I don't know, but that sounds like a logical thing that could happen. Yeah, it happens with my settings. If I accidentally get a car's headlights coming in, the whole screen will go, it gets like you see here. Everything gets white for a second or two. Yeah. So, no.
Thing you said. So the active jamming. Let me explain that to people. We don't know for sure. I am reporting to you, and you, George, are reporting what it is that we have been told and what we've been able to verify. So I know for sure, 100%, and you and I have evidence of this, that the platform was fully detailed the next day to try to figure out why it couldn't lock on the target. The target, everybody's trying to figure out the distance to it. This aerostat, this weapons targeting platform can target and lock an Al-Qaeda tire on a vehicle at more than 23 miles away.
Good. Good. You know what? A tire's got a thick rubber. Thick. Well, half inch or so, but depending on the tire, it's so much thicker and less transparent, for lack of a better term, empty than a balloon. Of course it could pick that up. It's also probably picking up on the rims of the car, basically, not the tire, but the hubcap area. That's what they're zooming in on. Not the same as balloons. See, they just need to listen to this show. You just need to listen to me. Come on, Corbs. Are we almost done? All right. We're almost done. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about this now. Go.
And they can lock it, track it, and go. Never in history
Flick it, stick it, and
this
lick
space
it.
And this platform, we are told, has it ever failed? Ever. And we're talking balloons, we're talking drones with like payloads, like when we released the Dome UAP over Syria, the whole thing we learned and told the public was CENTCOM, and everybody was like, dude, if anything's in proximity to ground troops or it looks like it can carry a payload, we shoot it down.
Oh, that's right. We shoot it down. Down.
So this happens all the time. People sending bombs and shit over. And even at this base, they've had issues like this. This was the first time that this weapons system targeting platform could not obtain a lock. So this already, with the laser rangefinders and being able to do this, it was scrambled. And so they said that is jamming. And they also said, we believe that is active jamming, meaning the object itself, the Jellyfish UAP, was causing this. Now, they don't know for sure. That's why they did the next day the full breakdown of the system, making sure it worked, and everything checked out. It worked. So the operators, and there's 1 to 2 at any given time, usually 2 on this object. And I believe there's 2 feeds, by the way. Maybe that's why you see the difference of the green crosshairs and the yellow crosshairs on the second video. But they were unable to track it. So they had to optically, manually slew, kind of exactly like who I just talked with today, Commander Chad Underwood. He said he had to manually follow it because it was actively jamming his weapons.
No, I think what happened is exactly what I said. I think because it was balloons, there was more hollow than solid probably around them, right? If that's a bunch of balloons, if you just, go straight with the ruler and you go through one balloon, you know how thin it is when they're stretched out, and then it goes through another. Now, if they're Mylar balloons, that's a different story. Those really reflect the sun. Those are the ones that they make like animal balloons with, and it's easier to get text on those, and it's like a plastic almost, right? It's like a bag, basically. If you ever see a cat video where the cat hits them because it thinks it's a cat. All right, I can't play this anymore. I think I'm about to throw up, and I don't even have nausea. All right. This treaty that happened, I'm going to go over it with you here in a sec. I can't believe I didn't know there were documents about it, written about it years ago. So I'm going to read that shit. But before I do, I want to play something or tell you about something. Where was I when Avi Loeb and the Galileo project got investigated by the FBI? Where was I? And why isn't that the story? I didn't know. Was it because, and it says it here, number one, because he stole sphere rules from waters claimed by another country? Could it be for that reason that he was investigated? Or two, the Galileo project built their research approach around information that was classified? Or how about number three, a conflict of interest in certain board members or researchers? And the fourth one, on why Avi Loeb was investigated by the FBI. Drum roll, please. Boobity, 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 boobity. But number four, ba-ding. The FBI is just building a file for future reference. I'll go with D. That's what I think. And the sad thing about the Galileo project, if I may, is all of the members, well, not all, but a lot of the members are government. What do you think is going to happen? He thinks, and that was for little sphere rules probably that he stole off the ground of the ocean. Well, these got to be aliens. They don't look like a pearl necklace that I've seen. You know, oh, wow, well, this came from an asteroid. All right. So back in the 50s, when was it? 53? When was it? Here, let me pull it up so you see it. I got to read this. I know, right? Look at this. Unbelievable. Check it out. Watch. Look, treaties and alien land laws. The rule for determining the extent of the treaty-making power of the United States is then that the treaty-making power of the President of the United States with the concurrent power of the Senate and legislative power of Congress are coordinate powers, both being sovereign acts and differ from laws only in form and in organs by which the sovereign will express itself. The rule laid down in the case of Foster versus Nielsen has been consistently affirmed in a long line of cases. Also, the rule established in the Cherokee tobacco cases just stated has been approved by an unbroken chain of decisions. A treaty is primarily in its nature a contract between nations and not a legislative act. A treaty with the United States is, however, more than a contract between nations. Oh, I see what's going on. This isn't aliens. It's illegal aliens breaking into our country from other countries. Damn it. Well, I saw aliens. What would you do? Italians look like aliens. Some of them, have you ever seen the eyebrows in some of these Italians? I say brows. Just one. I can't believe this has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with aliens. That's funny. No, that was just one of many links that I took. Aliens have made treaties with the U.S. government. Treaties? How many treaties did we have? You know? Hold on. What is this? Oh, no. Oh, that's cool. Laura Eisenhower. Right? Isn't that who this is? Let me see. Oh, I can't play it. Shit. It's TV. See? So, George, you remember when he mentioned pantex? Pantex, not Tampax. Pantex plant, which is where they make UFO parts or something? Yeah, here it is. Pantex plant. Some photos down here. Here it is over there. Yeah, I guess top secret stuff is going on over here. Forget about it. We'll never get in. We'll never get an answer. Run for your lives. You can't win. Oh, before I forget, check it out. Jeremy from Alien Scientist said, I've ordered these balloons and will be reproducing the Jellyfish UFO video shortly for all of you to see. It was nothing more than a party balloon bouquet. Good luck, bro. I mean it. But look. It's not a match. Look, this is smooth all the way around. This has an indent here. Yeah. Look at this. Is this it? E? Oh my God, it might be. But hear me out now. You see this part down here? That's going to wobble in the wind. Yeah. Oh, I've seen these before. And you know what's weird about these? The balloons do move a little. Even on, not this exact one, but we've all seen these. And because I'm in the business of figuring out what's flying around in the skies, balloons was one thing I researched and actually did several tests with balloons. Not to that extent where I put 20 together and made an object, because back in the day when I did all that stuff, it was mainly about fleet videos and humanoids. See, people, you could say that looks like a humanoid on the right. See? Humanoid shape, like a humanoid person. There's the chastity belt, brake belt for an emergency. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, this story's not over. Not even close. Not even by a long shot. We got a long way to go. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know how that got in there, but that was an accident. Not yet. No. Hold on. All right. So this treaty was signed in 53? It ended. Obviously, I made my point clear. Why do I say this? It has been said that the treaty that Eisenhower made with the aliens was so they can abduct a minimal amount of humans. Like, we had to regulate the aliens because they were just going nuts, taking people, too many, something like that. But we wanted something. If they were going to take us, we want something from them. Can anybody guess what it was? Yeah, technology. Good guess. So the treaty was, they will protect us. They will make sure they abide by just taking one human a week or whatever the quota was for exchange of alien technologies, which include, but not limited to, special hats, special glasses, special face. I'll go with the face. We want that one. We want a special face technology. You might want to rethink the demon inside of you. Aliens are demons. Well, maybe. If that's the dude. What if they're angels? Why does everybody, and myself included, why did I go that way? Why did I say demons and not even think angels? Huh? Isn't that weird? Stephen Greenstreet thought of it, though. He said messengers of God. Congressman says UFOs could be angels. Well, he posted it. He didn't say it. Representative Eric Burleson states David Grush's claims of non-human beings from another dimension aligns with God's angels in the Bible. Representative Tim Burchett, Burleson's UFO hunting partner in Congress, also believes in biblical UFOs and recently said the devil was trying to stop UFO disclosure. Congressional leaders like Burleson, Burchett, and Anna Paulina Luna continue their taxpayer-funded snipe hunt based on the dubious claims of crazy UFO activists and paranormal hustlers. All right, let's take a listen. Hopefully he didn't just say everything I did. I want to hear new stuff, not old. Ready? 47 seconds to go.
When I read Grush's report that's public, that anyone can read.
He's lying. Look at his hands. He's got a short head.
In the report, he described that one of the theories is that what we're encountering are beings that are extra-dimensional or interdimensional. Well, in a lot of different scriptures, including the Bible and others, that's really the way that you describe messengers of God, or angels. And so they may not fit exactly the biblical narrative, but whenever I use the term angels, to me it's synonymous with an extra dimensional being.
Wow. Okay. I'm making a prediction. I don't know if you noticed this. What's going on? Does anybody see what's going on? They're not only did our government and mainstream media turn ufology into a sideshow, right? They take our stuff. They even laugh about it while they're mentioning it. I don't even know if I could say it. Hold on. I want to hear this.
Things that are extra dimensional or interdimensional. Well, in a lot of different scriptures, including the Bible and others, that's really the way that you describe messengers of God, or angels. And so they may not fit exactly the biblical narrative, but whenever I use the term angels, to me it's
all right. So everything was turned political, right? Over the last 5 years. UFOs have never been this politicized, right? All we hear is about congressman this and subcommittee that and congressional hearing that. Well, the narrative has changed, my friends, and we are all in it real time. You know what it's changed into? Spiritual stuff. With the addition of angels now adding to the mix, it is being not only politicized, but now it's being turned into, a religious thing. Because if we are to believe that these aliens are not just grays, they're not just tall Nordics, they're not just the Illuminati, they're going to kill us. They're going to take us out. The treaty that was signed in 53, whatever, was to control the aliens' intake, abductions, and abuse on the American public. And talk about signing a treaty that, if it is real, but talk about signing a treaty that puts you on the wrong side of history in my books. How dare you, Eisenhower, think you're doing good by allowing aliens to take who they want? So you can get technology, so we can be far more advanced than our adversaries? Nasty. Nasty. He should have been demoted. He should have been taken. Somebody should have done something. That's disgusting. Well, I tell you what he should have done is not sign shit. well, then he doesn't get any technology, but they're still going to take the people. They're still going to take, they're going to still take people with or without you signing that treaty. So you might as well sign it, right? I could see that being the possibility. Had no choice. They were going to do whatever they're going to do. And I bet you this, I bet you they didn't even cut down on how many people they were taking. You can only take 2 a week, not 200. Sorry. Yes, I told you it was way too much. You said 300. Shut up. Oh, these aliens. Nasty. And Eisenhower just, can you imagine what he was going through? If this is true. What he was thinking? Try to put yourself in his position. Damn it, do it. Ooh. That was a little twinge in the old gall. You got some gall. What a freaking mess we're in. Because it's open season on you. In forests and in the desert. And I do mean the desert of ice and of sun. Or land. Or, well, they're both land. It doesn't matter where you go. I believe we're all tagged, numbered, and filed as active members of the sim that we're in right now, by the way. We're in a simulation. Yeah. The James Webb Telescope saw 32.5 billion years into the past. But the light from Earth or our sun hasn't even hit there yet. Or has it? Well, they had to wait 4 billion years. That's so weird to me that 70% of the observable, we're not even being seen because we're still young out of a 32 billion year old universe. I don't know what to do. All right, I got to play some stuff. And if I could speak, I can't speak. That's weird. All right, let me play this. I know there's something I have to show you, and I just can't remember what it is. It's not that. It's not that. It's not. And I already did. No. Hold on. I already played that. All right. Well, let me pull this up. There's so much stuff going on. This bothers me. Yesterday, I said, hey, you know that stigma that's attached to UFOs and, it is stronger than ever. Here we go. Listen to how they react when they mention aliens or something. Watch in freaking 5, 4, 3.
Questions and concerns about this, but there is no indication of aliens or extraterrestrial activity with the.
Oh, I forgot it was her. That figures. God, I hate her. Did you hear him? That was the reporters laughing. Because she said, there are no aliens. And she said it with like a condescending idiot. Right? You're an idiot if you believe that there's aliens, right? That's what she did. Listen.
I know there have been questions and concerns about this, but there is no indication of aliens or extraterrestrial activity.
She's so smart and so funny. Not. God, she was a nightmare, wasn't she? The worst. Kelly McEnany, she was the best I've ever seen. McEnany, she's the best. Never seen anybody better. For a woman. No, I'm joking. Hey, no. Oh, no, come back. Come on. That was funny, though. It was funny. I know funny. That was funny. You want to see funny? Check this out. Phil on X posted this. I stole it, and I'm going to make it my thumbnail someday, huh? In 5, 4, 3, hold on, 2, no, go, 1. The Shady Bunch. Dun, 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 dun. They are horny, living all together. And this Lou was much more than a Trump. And he knew if Corbell had the answer, they'd be a family. Dun, 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 dun. Till the one day when Grush met the fellows. And they knew he was much more than a jerk. That this truth would never come from this guy. Or this guy. Or even that guy. But maybe this guy, George. The terrible Shady Bunch. The Melon Patch. They look happy and disparate again. Dun, dun, dun. That's Sean Cahill, right? Down bottom center. I wanted to see the real Alice pull up in the middle. That would have been great if they put Alice in there. Introducing, what was her name? No, I just made all that up. I didn't write that down. I know, I'm gifted. You want to know? You want to know? Could a secret alien base be hiding in Antarctica? How many people think that, you know? I know you do. Don't even bother. I was going to put a 1 in the chat room if you think the aliens are in Antarctica. Oh, I did a poll. Let's check my poll, please. Checking his poll. Checking poll with 184 votes. Let's end it and take a look at the screen. Oh, well, the chat room. I can't put it on StreamYard because let's see if it shows. Nope, doesn't show. If this is a poll we took with a yes or no answer. If the alien-human treaty was signed but now has expired, does it mean humans are up for grabs again? 73% of you said yeah. 26% said nah. And one person said, I'd love to be abducted. Oh, that was me. Never mind. Wow. I thought it would be around 85-15, but I think, we got a few in there that are just, no, I'm going to say this one, even though I don't mean it. You got to adjust for 10% jokes. All right, now check this out. Now I want you to listen to this because on Ancient Aliens, the quest for the truth is Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Check this out, y'all. Oh, hey. Are there aliens in Antarctica?
So we were given orders to...
Doesn't that look like Lou? He's got a beard, but it looks like Lou. See the double chin? It goes around the double neck, back neck fat. And he's wearing a hat. Yeah, oh, nope, it's not Lou because Lou doesn't have the side scruff, which you can see. Who is this guy? Look at the eye bags. He's at least 60 because of the eye bag. Yeah, that's his, wow. Oh. No, that wouldn't be Jim. All right, here we go.
Deviate. I believe it was 30-mile deviation away from the air sampling station. The officers on board suggested that we fly straight over the air sampling station and not deviate, and that would save us 30 minutes.
Yeah, we know this. And they flew over the no-fly zone to save a guy's life, and they wound up seeing a hole into Antarctica, apparently. That's this. I don't think I can play it anymore.
The no-fly zone.
It was a no-fly zone for that specific region.
Yeah, that's it, Linda. Just repeat what the guy said. You're going into a time zone. So you're saying a different time zone. Yeah, it's a different time zone. And when we got up there, you know, there was a hole in the ice. And we could see trees, mountains. I think I even saw an animal fly into the hole. But, do you guys have any water? Okay, hold on. Ah, that's much better. That's all it needed. That's all. Just needed a drink.
Around the pole.
When the crew flew over the area where the air sampling station was supposed to be.
Yeah, I can't play this. What am I doing? That's Ancient Aliens, Rich. But I told you the story. They took the shortcut to save time and go past the zone to go pick up this guy. And on their way back or on their way there, they went through the no-fly zone and saw what looked like a huge hole in the ice. And everything else I said after that was 100% accurate. They saw into the hole. I think they saw King Kong. By the way, I keep forgetting. I'm going to go see Godzilla -1. Every person who's seen that movie said it's so unbelievably good that it hits every emotion you have. And they said it's a movie about humans and helping humans, and Godzilla just happened to be in it. Yeah, that's it. I can't wait to see it because it's been a long time since we had a movie get this much praise. So I did I? Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Here we go. I'm gonna play the trailer for it. Can I do that? I'm doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Godzilla! Hey! Hey!
臨時ニュースを申し上げます。東京湾から上陸した巨大生物が銀座方面に向かっています。あ
れはゴジラ。
我々しかこの国の未来を切り開くことはできないんだ。いけー！
ゴジラは差し違えてでも必ず仕留めます。ゴジラ-1。
No, this isn't the official trailer, you yin yang. Oh, I'm such a schnook. It says official trailer. That's horrible. I want the one that's a minute long. Yeah, here it is. I don't care if I played it before. I'm in the mood. Yeah, man, it's a good movie. We never get good movies anymore. Hey, Godzilla! There's always one guy in every Chinese or Japanese movie screaming, right? Godzilla! Godzilla! Sorry.
I あの怪物の生態は未知のことが多すぎてる。あいつの未来を守ってやりたい。
Nice. That's a interesting trailer. It looks good to me, man. Oh, there was a sighting. Oh, I got to play this now. This is amazing. This is from Beijing. This is from the South China Morning Post. And what you're going to see makes no sense. And then maybe it does. Yeah, you're going to like this one. I doubt you saw it. I might be the only channel that found this. Mysterious glowing object was spotted flying over Beijing. And residents reported seeing the object move rapidly from west to east. That's real. This is it. It appeared in the sky around 6 p.m. on Sunday. The object then splits into 3 parts, making no sound. And disappeared 5 minutes later without a trace, a witness said. They said there were no flashing lights, so it was not likely to be a plane. What is that? An astronomer believed it could have been the rocket used to launch a Starlink mission. No! Which is the satellite internet constellation operated by Elon Musk's SpaceX. A Falcon 9 rocket sent 22 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit in California on the same day. That's what it is. The rocket's trajectory would have been over northern China at the halfway point, the expert added. He suggested the rocket would also have been tumbling to get rid of the extra fuel. That's it. The process can scatter light, meaning it could have formed a cloud around the rocket. Yeah, that's it. That is unbelievable to me. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. When are we going to get a good UFO video? Please, no more Corbell, please. Literally, you got debunked your ass off by Mick West. That was a spanking that he took from Mick West. Good for Mick West. Good. Mick West is just ruining ufology with his lies. No, he's not. Well, then he's a disinfo. No, he didn't originate the video. Jeremy did. Try again. He's being paid. No, he's not. Nobody's paying Mick West to debunk Corbell. What's the matter? I said everything. I don't know what else to say. Exactly. Ugh. I'm going to take you on a little journey back to 1953. You want to go with me? You want to? I'm going to take you to the archives. This is the U.S. National Archives. And you're going to hear how similar it sounds to today's chatter. Chatter? Chitter chatter? You ready? In 3, 2, go. This is the way things are. Flying saucers. What the? How the? It's real. Like, I don't see any CGI. Come on, Raimi. Is that his name? Well, people have made incredible claims. They're incredible people. My posse's on Broadway. Hey, Renee Cruising. How you doing?
I am here to discuss the so-called flying saucers. The Air Force interest in this problem has been due to our feeling of an obligation to identify and analyze to the best of our ability anything in the air that may have the possibility of threat or menace to the United States.
Did you hear that? Threat or menace. Yes, I played this too before, yep.
In pursuit of this obligation, since 1947, We have received and analyzed between 1 and 2,000 reports that have come to us from all kinds of sources.
Wow. Did you see his face when he said sources? This eye, I've never noticed it, twitched. Oh, it's a bad. Watch when he says sources.
That have come to us from all kinds of sources.
Whoa, in the chin. He had a chin flinch. Oh my God, a chin. So the sources don't impress him. That's why. He just doesn't believe it. But he has a problem with that.
Kinds of sources.
Wow.
Of this great mass of reports, we have been able adequately to explain.
He almost has a grin in the beginning of this. I've never noticed it as pronounced as now. Watch. Look at here. I mean, he looks like he's smiling while he's talking. Here. I don't know if this is it. It's amazing. People don't know they're doing it.
Come to us from all kinds of sources.
Yeah, now watch.
Of this great mass of reports, we have been able
Here he goes.
adequate.
That's a content comment, right? He is loving this one. He's even smiling. His eyes are relaxed. Yeah, but see what he done? He postured himself, which he's opening up, but yet he's staying close to the vest. It's a very interesting posture he's got here. He doesn't want us to see his left hand, maybe? I don't know.
To explain the great bulk of them. Explain them to our own satisfaction. We've been able to explain them as hoaxes, as erroneously identified friendly aircraft.
Did you see his eyebrow? Same eye. I'm not sure. I didn't do a baseline, but I think this twitch is just a twitch, but it happens when he says this.
Erroneously identified friendly aircraft.
When he says friendly, he doesn't know. Watch.
Friendly aircraft.
See? Friendly aircraft. I gotta show you. There's the eyebrow lift.
Aircraft as meteorological or electronic phenomena or as light aberrations.
It's hard to tell. Is that a good-looking man? I don't know. He's got a two-face.
However, there have been a certain percentage of this volume of reports that have been made by credible observers of relatively incredible things.
Yeah.
It is this group of observations that we now are attempting to resolve. Our basic difficulty in dealing with these is that there is no measurement of them that makes it possible for us to put them in any pattern.
Guess who said that? Lou Elizondo. He said the same thing, almost verbatim, mind you, about the threat. I love me a narrative that has a script already in for it. You know, it's already there. It's preloaded. 20 years from now, we're going to go back and we're going to say these UAPs are doing incredible maneuvers and people are recording them on their devices. We have no explanation for the threat that we see imposed flying in our airspace. I love this, man. This is unbelievable. This is our government. This is, good Lord, look at all the stars on that guy's shoulder. It's got 5, 4, I don't know, 6.
That would be profitable for a deliberate, custom sort of analysis to take the next step. We have, as of date, come to only one firm conclusion.
What?
With respect to this remaining percentage.
What?
And that is that it does not contain any pattern of purpose or of consistency.
Elizondo said the same thing. Oh, no. That's why we listen to everything.
That we can relate with any conceivable threat to the United States. Is that?
It's gonna be a heartache tonight. A heartache tonight, I know. Well, I know. Woo-hoo.
We can say that the recent sightings are in no way connected with any secret development by any department of the United States.
Black budget? Did they have black budget programs back then? David Wilcox? Hey, man, you know what? That's a good way to do it then. Then you figured it out. Yeah, so everybody just do the opposite. I don't know. I think I'm right. As a matter of fact, I would bet my life on it that I'm right. When it comes to the eyebrow and what he really feels, I never did a baseline with the guy. But that's funny. Yeah. You know, but I don't see it that way, man. I know you're joking, but it's all right. It's funny anyway. I don't care. So that's it then. It was the end. Actually, it wasn't. I think there was some time left, and I didn't mean to stop it. I like this. Let's do a little more. One more minute. All right, one more minute for whatever his name is. Stanford?
Good development, in no way connected, no way sightings. We can say that the recent sightings are in no way connected with any secret development by any agency of the United States.
Oh, Kehoe. Man, that's a Kehoe, man. Why'd you have to say it like that? This guy right now is comforting himself. Notice the hand over another part of his hand. This is actually giving him some sort of comfort. That's a comforting pose right there. Is it not? Is it the opposite? Is it the insane pose then? Is this a guy out of control then? If it's the opposite of what I'm saying, then it must be true. George did that on Seinfeld. He did the opposite of every instinct he's ever had, because every instinct he ever had up till that point was wrong. So if he did the opposite, remember when he talked to Steinbrenner and got a job at the Yankees? And he walks up to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner goes, nice to meet you. And he goes, I wish I could say the same. You have dismantled this wonderful Yankee tradition of winning into. And then he goes off. And then Steinbrenner goes, hire this man. Seinfeld history. Just saying. Wait, what? Hold on. Hey, Toby Mickle with $2 super chat says, women following an online cult disappeared. Is that one of those jokes that I don't know. Women following an online cult disappeared. Or is it women following an online cult disappeared? Or is it women following an online cult disappeared? Or women following an online cult disappeared? Which one is it? Toby, I can't read without commas in there, I swear. Thanks, Toby, for the $2 super chat. True. And thank you for being an ongoing supporter of Goof On. What is on? I thought, why didn't anybody tell me? You know, I can't post this show now. I had gook on my mouth. Do you know how gross that is? Somebody may have said something, and because I don't look at the chat room when I'm working. I knew it was something was there the whole time, man. God dang it. I'm going to look like Fessler after a good night. Yeah. Thank you, Toby Mickle, for the $2 super chat. For you, mucho gusto generoso. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I can't believe I had gook all in, It's because I had one of those meal drinks, and it's that color. So it probably coagulated in the corner of my mouth. I'm talking and talking, and I'm doing this, and I felt it. No, it can't be anything. And I'm chewing my lip trying to get it. All right, let's get out of here. That's the show. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you understand that because there's no treaty anymore, we should be seeing more UFOs abducting people. We don't hear from that many abductees. There's not a lot of them, not a lot of new ones. We got the same ones giving that same old story, but not a lot of people coming out saying they've been abducted in the last 5 years. Same old people, though. Maybe, just maybe, I don't know. Maybe they stopped. Maybe they're doing it somewhere else right now. But I don't know if that treaty was real. I really don't. I forgot to bring it up and show you what it should have looked like. Nobody knows. But apparently it happened. And it was a 50-year treaty. So if it ended, then it's free reign over humans. They can take as many as they want. But I'm not sure if that happened. I think what happened was over the 50 years, it just became the way. And I think the aliens, if real, are still sticking by the treaty because out of habit, they were able to figure out a way to get the most for their money. So if aliens are supposed to be very smart, they figured out a way to make it work. And maybe that's why there's peace. Maybe that's why we don't have the aliens coming after us. It could be the very reason why we didn't have the aliens coming after us. Maybe that treaty has been redone, or maybe it was a secret meeting and they did another one. Nothing's coming out. Maybe TMZ will have it someday. If Corbell is who I think he is, he should have Atlantis in about a year. And I got a bridge. Hey, I got a bridge I want to sell you. All right, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. What is tomorrow? Thursday? It's up in the air. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for hanging out. Moderators, super chatters, thank you for your generosity tonight. Holy shit. Thank you. That was awesome. And the moderators, they do their job. They do it well. Moon, thank you. I hope it wasn't a bother. If you don't want to keep it, just let me know. I think that happened before. You don't have to use it. You can just have it. All right. That's all. I just wanted to see you blue. I think you earned it. I like you blue. And newcomers and veterans, thank you. You know you can't leave the family once you're a member, so subscribe. If you subscribe, you're in the family. It's a good thing. This is the fastest, hottest channel in ufology, believe it or not. At least the last 2 weeks. All right, be good to yourself. Be good to everyone else. And alien bless, right? Wait, what? Oh. And we do truthology for ufology, for you. Alien bless.
Just said is was one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life.